Either way, what we're about to do in this video is going to blow this whole thing open and leave no room for doubt that this is predictive programming. This is Operation Mockingbird. This is actually a little bit deeper than both of those things because, in my opinion, this is a classic case of the writers of a movie getting information from demons, from spirits, from the spiritual realm about future events that will come. So we're going to get into this in more detail, but real quick, I just want to say that this movie, it stars Nicolas Cage. It's about an event, a live event at Trump Tower, okay, on September 10th. A live event on September 10th at Trump Tower that a boxer named Tyler, a live event on September 10th at Trump Tower that a boxer named Tyler the Executioner, okay, seriously, Tyler the Executioner, I'll put the picture up right here. Who is the Executioner in our timeline? Tyler, okay? So Tyler the Executioner on September 10th, he causes a distraction and allows a man named Charles, okay, Charlie, Charles Kirkland, to be shot in the neck. Why, you might ask? Well, if it's not creepy enough, it's because, well, let's just say it has to do with Israeli weapons, and some shady things that are happening behind the scenes. Just like in real life, Charlie Kirk came out against Israel, and the possible, well, he didn't come out against Israel, he came out against Jeffrey Epstein and the possible ties Jeffrey Epstein had, or has, with Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just break this down, and I really want you guys to listen carefully because what we're about to go over and what we're about to explain is really one of the most chilling examples. Some people might call it art imitating life, life imitating art, but I think it's something deeper, something far darker than that. And that's channeling something. That's the people that wrote this movie were channeling something far darker. And it's really unavoidable at this point, and it's unexplainable unless you really use critical thinking and you think about this through the lens of the Bible. And we'll get into that. So we're going to make this whole thing connect in ways that people, your mind's going to be blown, okay? So this isn't some vague connection. It really isn't. It's not a loose metaphor. We're not grasping at straws here. We're not forcing this thing. No. This is a direct mirror. Seriously. Line for line, shot for shot, no pun intended, between this Hollywood film and a real-world assassination of Charlie Kirk. What, 2-3 weeks ago now? Okay? So, stick with me. We're going to break this down, and make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to wrap this whole thing together in a nice, tidy little bow, and it's going to leave no room for interpretation because the Bible talks about this stuff happening, and the Bible is 100% real. So, this proves it. All right, let's get into it. Maybe you know the film. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you haven't. Snake Eyes. It was directed by Brian De Palma, starring Nicolas Cage, and on the surface, it's a flashy thriller. There's neon lights, there's all these crazy things happening, there's fancy editing, split screen shots. It was a cool movie at the time. Nobody thought there was anything deeper associated with it. And at the heart of this movie, it's an assassination plot that foreshadows in chilling detail the death of Charlie Kirk, like we talked about. But we're going to get into it a little bit deeper here. And folks, honestly, when you see the parallels between this movie and real life, you're not going to call this coincidence. It's impossible to be coincidence. You're going to see it for what it is. It's a pattern. It's a ritual. It's black magic that was broadcast through Hollywood from the spiritual realm. In the film, it takes place in a live event. So here we have two live events. The live event, the boxing match in the movie, and the live event, Charlie Kirk speaking in Utah. And in the movie, the middle of all of it sits a powerful man who was there, Defense Secretary Charles Kirkland, okay? Remember that name, Kirkland, Charlie Kirk, Charles Kirkland. It's the same thing, okay? Now, as the fight begins, one of the boxers, Lincoln Tyler, whose name is Tyler the Executioner in the movie, here's a picture showing a scene from the movie, Tyler the Executioner, September 10th. He takes a dive in the first round. He was paid by Israel to do this, to distract the crowd so that Charles Kirkland can be accessed by the sniper and shot and killed. Basically mirroring exactly what happened to Charlie Kirk. He was shot in the neck, okay? So in the scene, it shows the Secretary of Defense, Charles Kirkland, collapsing, shot in the neck, directly in the neck, a neck wound. Kirkland, Kirk, Tyler the Executioner, nonetheless. These details are burned into the script, okay? And these details are essential to the Charlie Kirk story. These details are matching. They match in the movie and they match in real life. What are the odds of this? Well, it can't be random. It's too much. So back to the movie. As the plot unfolds, what do we find? The cover story is terrorism, but the truth inside the script is much darker. It's a corrupt Navy commander and a defense contractor who have set the stage for this whole event to take place. They staged it all. They staged the entire spectacle to protect an arms deal with Israel. That's right. Israel, okay? And we have Israel in the news right now. It's spelled out in the screenplay, in the dialogue, and it was written probably in sometime in the early 90s because movies usually take a few years to produce. So script was written, it got the green light by the studio, and then the movie was filmed probably in 1996, 1997 for a 1998 release. Now, fast forward September 10th, 2025, Utah Valley University, Charlie Kirk is standing before a crowd of young people, speaking, engaging, doing what he always did, and suddenly, bang, the sniper's bullet slams into his neck. He collapsed. Tragic, heartbreaking thing. And, the rest is history. Such a terrible tragedy. People screaming everywhere, phones recording.